Hey, what's wrong with you, man? You ain't subscribed yet? IUIC Atlanta Burning 2.0. What you waiting on? Get it done. Do it now.
Hey, get them clicks, get them likes, and subscribe. Do it now.
The Bible says he doing the white man the same way. He raising them up. Guess what? Everybody, we worship the damn white man so much, the Lord gonna come back and destroy him, and then what?
Then you be left clueless.
Exactly.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night,
Uh-huh.
in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
You know what that great noise is? That ICBM, how is it? ICBM. The nuclear missiles, right?
Okay, yeah, okay.
It was an intercontinental ballistic missiles. Boom! That's
Okay.
that great noise that the heavens gonna pass away with. It's not talking about the heavens where God dwell. It's talking about that when me and you look up in the sky, that's what it's talking about.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's talking about the kingdoms of this earth. That's what we're going into. Okay, read.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
It says this great boom has the power to melt the elements with fervent heat. What got the power to melt that damn pole outside this door? What got
Fire.
the power to exactly?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
So the Lord says, what manner of person are you to be? Knowing that these things going to come to pass, what manner of person are you to be? Well, you ought to be doing what? Keeping the commandments like the Bible told us to do.
Exactly.
Right? Because if we're doing anything opposite, we're going to get that wrath and that punishment.
Right.
Understand, to keep it very plain, the Lord has a chosen people. Those chosen people are the nation of Israel. Right? Those people broke God's commandments. They disobeyed God. Right?
Right.
Therefore, the Lord sent them curses. Right? Slavery was a curse. Oppression is a curse. You know what I'm saying? Living check to check is a curse.
Right.
When this whole world was created for you. Let me read a second of this real quick. Because this whole world was created for you, but what role do you play in society right now?
Just living in it right now.
You just living.
Just living.
You just
Working,
living.
Trying to take care of everything you can do. That's all.
Think about this. When we walk in our own neighborhoods, right? You've heard about the Crips and Bloods, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you go to California, right? And I drop you in a gang-infested neighborhood, right? How you gonna feel?
Really, you be terrified because you don't know what's gonna happen.
You gonna be scared as shit, right?
Yeah.
You like, man, you gonna drop me in the middle of the damn hood? I know, cause you might not be from Cali, but
Right.
you know what go down on in the hood,
Right.
And then you heard stories, so now you like, damn, I don't know what's gonna happen, right? How you think a white man will feel walking through the neighborhood?
Not just terrified as I am.
No.
You don't think so?
The white man gonna stroll through the neighborhood like, matter of fact, it'll be a group of them walking by. You see those corners right here, we're gonna come through and we're gonna, because the white man is safe in our communities.
Mm-hmm.
When you seen black men putting hands in and robbing white men? When you see that at?
Yeah.
You don't see that nowhere.
Not often anyway. Yeah.
The white man come jogging through the neighborhood, hey guys, how you doing? They don't. Nobody bother them. But with us, we scared as hell because we know that our people, we hate each other. We like inflicting pain on one another. That's why when we sell dope, where we sell the dope at?
The black neighborhood.
You ain't going downtown, to the nice neighborhoods in Atlanta. You ain't going to Buckhead and Johns Creek, Sandy Springs. You ain't trapping at the Target.
I don't know, man. We just watched a little video yesterday. Dude got caught in Buckhead with like 35 pounds of weed, 5 kilos yesterday.
A lot of times with especially like cocaine and stuff like those, like more expensive drugs, white people buy that stuff. Right?
Oh yeah.
But majority of our people, when we sell dope, we selling dope in little gas station spots, right?
Right.
Because we selling where our people are at, is what I'm saying, right? What was you? Read that real quick. No. I'm in second Ezra. I'm sorry, 654. Yeah.
Second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54.
Come on.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
So Adam was Lord of all creatures. right? God formed Adam, right? Everybody following? All right, come on.
Of him come we all.
We all come from Adam. Chinese man come from Adam. Arab man come from Adam, right?
Right.
We all come from Adam. Everybody following?
Right.
Come on.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Now, he make a distinction. He said, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Who was God's chosen?
Us.
Who's us?
Black people.
Who's black people?
Us.
What did the Bible call them?
Israelites.
Israelites.
Yeah.
Right? Come on.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord,
Uh-huh.
because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Who did God make the world for?
Israelites.
For us, exactly.
For us,
Read.
As for the other people,
Now, as for the other people, who would be the other people?
yeah. What, the Jews, the whites,
All other races.
Yeah,
all
all
other
the
races.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Sum it up, right?
Right,
Everybody
right.
else, the Chinese man, the Arab man,
yeah.
the real Africans, right? All the other
Right,
races,
question.
right? Read.
as for the other people,
As for the other people,
which also come of Adam,
they also come from Adam.
thou hast said that they are nothing,
Thou hast said, Lord, that they are nothing. Read.
but be like unto spittle,
Uh-huh.
and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So he says he's likened the abundance of them to a drop that falleth from a vessel.
okay.
So the Lord, guess what the Lord telling you? He's not concerned with the other nations. He's concerned with you. That's why he said, I'm going to punish you for your disobedience. Because I gave you the commandment. I told you what to do.
Okay.
Read.
And now, O Lord, behold these heathen,
Uh-huh.
which have ever been reputed as nothing,
Read.
have begun to be lords over us,
Uh-huh.
and to devour us.
He said, now the heathen have begun to be lords over us. Because that's what's happened today. All the other nations are above us now. Read.
But we, thy people,
Uh-huh.
whom thou hast called thy firstborn,
Read.
thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given unto their hands.
We're given into their hands. Everything we do, guess what? We give it into their hands.
Right.
Everything, if you want anything in this, did y'all read Deuteronomy 28:48?
Yeah, sir.
You did? Okay. Because if he read it earlier, right, let's go to it real quick. I'm sorry. Because everything we want in this life, y'all, who we got to go to?
White man.
The white man. Who owns this building?
Arab, not Arab, Iranian.
Wait to
Isn't
say
it
that
crazy?
like,
But no, even with, isn't it crazy how they can come from overseas and come to these places and own more than me and you? When our foremothers and forefathers, America was built off the backs of your people. But we want to get a loan for a car, a house. We barely can get that.
But at some point, we gotta take accountability too, man.
I agree. But guess what? Once you take, for instance, I'm gonna tell you where accountability stops. Right? Jay-Z is successful, right?
right.
I mean,
Oprah Winfrey's successful, right?
Right.
They taking accountability. They've reached a certain height, right? Now, do you think that Oprah Winfrey, in a room full of her peers that have the same amount of money as her, right? Do you think she can call the shots?
No,
Why not?
because everybody not equal. Everybody got the same kind of money she had.
Thank you. And guess what plays a factor now? What plays a factor now? Come on, don't sugarcoat it for me. What play a factor now?
And that's what we black and all those.
That she's still a nigga. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Didn't Jay-Z say it's still nigga?
You still a nigga.
Because the more money you get, it means nothing to them. It don't mean nothing to them. You still a nigga in their eyes. When LeBron James, when the whole thing about Kyrie was it Kyrie? It was something, I forgot what happened, but the white woman on TV told LeBron to just shut up and dribble.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Oprah had a whole wake-up call when she wanted to try to buy that bag.
Exactly. Still, what was it? Was it Louis Vuitton? I was
Louis
somewhere.
Vuitton.
Right.
But we already know, like, a lot of us got the illusion of inclusion. Like, we want to be included in something that don't even exist.
Yep.
We're trading out of industry, man. Like, we got enough money to work our own issues out. So we can't just keep pulling on that card like white man. Like we so far beyond that, but mentally and psychologically we just can't get past some things, man.
Why? Why? Because I agree with everything you just said. We teach everything you just said.
Yeah, the reason why, like I just said earlier, it goes back to what I said earlier, social engineering. You know, it is in slavery and post-traumatic slave syndrome.
So,
all that stuff detrimental.
Okay, I'm following you, right? So now, if the problem is right there, that means that we got to address the issues. That's why we going over what we going over, because we could walk in this room and we could give you $100 million. Well, not literally, but if they was to dump as much money as the black community cry about, if they was to actually give us that money, how long do you think we would keep it?
Not long, because you're gonna go buy stuff you don't need.
You mean like reparations?
Yeah.
I get out of the state, man. Right?
I know you a little bit more, right? He might be a little bit more higher, or more like educated,
Right.
inclined, educated. I'm looking for a word right there, and it's like, I'm worried about it later. But anyway, he might be a little bit more, you know, he understands a little bit more than the other, huh?
There
was a word I was looking for, but it was just stuck right there, and I couldn't. But anyway, the point is that our people, if they was to give us the money that we say we want, we would blow it, because the mentality is not there. So we have to go to the root of the problem, which is our mentality. And the first thing we must do, black people have to unify under the same banner. We can't one person believe that it's okay to rape a child. You have people that think that way.
Right.
You can't. Can you go in business with a thief?
No.
No.
Nope.
So guess what me and you gotta have? We gotta have an understanding that thou shalt not steal.
Right. That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Read Zephaniah 2 verse 1. Then we coming back there. So the problem, like he stated, the problem isn't the white man.
So,
It's us, right?
yeah.
But what did the Lord do to punish us?
Curses.
What's some of the things, and what we talking about, right, in terms of the white man, right? What did he do in that regard? What did the Lord do to us in that regard?
But put us in bondage and
Okay, which means if we in bondage, what does that mean about the other nations?
he in trouble as well, right? With the other nation.
No. Later, right, when judgment comes. But right now, are the nations in trouble? What is, like for instance, we talk about salvation, right? What does the white man need saving from?
That's a good question too. They got it all.
Exactly. You don't need saving from nothing.
Damn, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we throw these things out and we spew these things out that we learned in Christianity, but we really don't understand it. Like we don't have no context to it or understand. You know what I'm saying? We just throw the words out. We read that.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1.
Come on.
Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So the Bible tells us to gather together, O nation not desired, because nobody desires to be us. You see what I'm saying? We the people that nobody desires to be. The Bible telling us to gather together. So when you do get money, when you do get resources, guess what we're supposed to do?
Put it back in the community.
Put it back in the community. But again, going to what I was saying earlier about what's my brother's name again? Willie. What Willie said earlier. In order for you to go into business or to be able to deal with your people, y'all gotta have the same mindset.
Yeah, same mindset.
You see what I'm saying? Because some people might feel like, for instance, how many wives should a man have?
How many of them you can take care of?
Yeah, I'm saying.
That's it, how many of them you can take care of?
How many wives should a man have?
A man will want wives. He probably won't give
Let me-
one. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this way: how many women should a man have?
Well, you know the.
Based off of
Yeah, what we going through now is say one. You
Everybody
know.
tripped up now.
Oh yeah, basically one. You should have what?
Hey, they say like one, right? But
Yeah.
shoot, I think about two.
Maybe
Okay,
three.
You believe two.
I know that sound crazy, but hey, I know them all over Social
Okay,
media
you
saying
say two.
it, but hey,
You say 3.
Maybe 3, yeah.
Okay. What you, my brother over here, what you
I
say?
say 2.
I would say be fruitful and multiply, right?
Look, but you see how it'll be different for everybody, right? Let's read the Bible though. Give me Matthew. And this is what I mean by we all gotta be on the same page with, because I'm gonna show you an example. How many wives should a brother have? 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 Now, I'm gonna ask you this question. Prior to you learning this, was your answer the same?
No.
Was your answer the same?
No.
Was your answer the same? Was your answer?
No.
We all been there, right? We all come from a world of whoremongering and all of that stuff.
Right, everybody, yeah.
So now, there was the Bible that introduced us to the knowledge of why it's important to have one now, right? Because in the kingdom, it's going to be different.
Right.
We will have multiple. But Christ said one wife for right now. Read that.
Matthew chapter 19 and verse 4.
Come on.
And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh.
They two shall be one flesh.
Right.
And now I'm going to show you an example of how that is one thing that can start to heal the black community. Because most men today don't even have the means to take care of 2 women.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
We think about it from a lustful standpoint.
Yeah, that's
Because what? We want different flavors, or I want to mess with her.
Yeah.
But most of us aren't in a mind state to even take care of multiple women, right?
You're right.
Let alone we already have our hands full with trying to, exactly. We're trying to maintain
Some brother doing it.
one woman. We're trying to maintain one woman. Right? Now, a lot of, because he mentioned that there's some brothers doing it, right? Because our society today is so money driven, a lot of sisters will be more willing to submit to a man with a lot of money rather than a man who's working a regular 9-to-5 job at the post office or the grocery store, or, you know.
I mean, and we live in an over-sexualized era, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And remember, America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So a lot of the same things that went on then are going on now, but only it's heightened now. Matter of fact, give me first Maccabees. Evils was multiplied.
1 for Maccabees 1 and like.
Yeah. Let me show you what happened when the white man came into power. But now the point I was making about the one wife thing is that we all have to have that same understanding. Why? Because I have to know that for one, my wife is safe around my brothers.
Oh,
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I shouldn't be worried about we having a feast or whatever, we enjoying ourselves, and I gotta worry about you.
One of the brothers talking to your wife behind your back. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why the law of adultery is important. We got to understand that it's not okay to have sex with his wife.
Exactly.
It's not okay for you to have sex with his wife.
Right.
But does that go on in the black community?
All the time.
All the time.
That's all over the world.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
But remember, who did God give the commandment to? Okay, so who's held accountable for it?
Us.
Okay, so remember, we got to start with us.
Right.
We can't try to include everybody else now. Before we said that it ain't about the white man, right? But now we saying everybody, we can't do that.
That's right.
We got to be accountable for what we doing.
That's right.
Right? Yeah. Because remember, we in this condition. Why? Why are we in this condition today? Why are black folks at the bottom of society?
Because of the white man.
Not because of the white man.
Because of ourselves too as well.
Because of us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For instance, if you give your child a whooping, right?
Right.
Did he get in trouble because of the belt?
No.
The belt is just a what?
Punishment.
The
It's just a repercussion of what he done.
To use to punish him.
That's right.
But it's not the reason that he's on punishment. It's just a tool. Real quick, hold that. Psalm 17:13. The white man is a tool, y'all. The Lord is using him to punish us. Things gonna get real bad here shortly.
Yeah, well, it's already there, but it's not as
it's
not as bad. But,
we seen bad, but listen, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. You know why? Because the Bible prophesied. Read that.
Psalms chapter 17 and verse 13.
Come on.
Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
The wicked, God uses him as his sword. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord, again, I gave the example earlier how he's raising the white man up the same way he did Pharaoh, because he's using him to punish us, right? Go to 1 Maccabees. Let me show you what happened when the white man came into power. Y'all heard of Alexander the Greek?
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
That's when white folks began to conquer the earth.
Okay.
With Alexander the Greek. It was conquering all the dark races. Read that.
1 Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years.
Talking about Alexander's generals, right? Read.
And evils were multiplied in the earth.
And what?
Evils were multiplied in the earth.
The Bible says that when the white man came into power, that evils were multiplied in the earth. Okay. So we at a time now where guess what? Evil is going to continue to multiply on the earth. You're going to see things get more and more out of hand. Now they got OnlyFans where every sister in America could become a prostitute online and become a millionaire. You see what I'm saying? And who you think are the main ones that take advantage of those things? It's our sisters.
Women?
Yeah.
It's our sisters.
Women? Because you got a lot of different nationalities of women on there now. I won't say how it goes, but...
Majority is what I said. Because we like to, okay, this is what happens. We like to say, if there's 1,000 black people and there's 10 white people or 10 Chinese, we'll say, oh man, it's everybody here. But we going off the majority of the people. The majority of the people that do these things are the ones that are in poverty and need that as a means to get out. You see what I'm saying? Because when you desperate, you'll do anything. That's what happens with the music industry, the entertainment industry, the sports industry. All these different industries, you think that all of these people that become famous and do all, you think they just upstanding individuals and they withheld the moral integrity that they preach to you?
No.
Young Jeezy rapped about coke and selling dope to the community for so long. Do you think he let his kids partake in that same stuff he rap about?
No.
Cardi B said that she would not let her kids listen to her music, but she'll feed it to your kids.
If you allow that, though, that boils down to parenting too, man. Like, that's entertainment. That's a form of entertainment, just like television. You know.
So it's okay to do.
No, not at all. No.
So if it's not okay, it's not okay. We shouldn't even be making an excuse for it.
Right.
And we got to get to the point where as a community, we stop seeing those things as okay. Remember, during the 60s, we had men that was actually standing for something. Then what? The 70s, they start bringing in crack. And many of our communities are leaders, right, that was standing for the righteousness. A lot of them got caught off into the dope game. You had crack babies in the 80s. You see what I'm saying? By the time the 90s came around, we was destroyed. We had rap music, gang banging. Our moms was gone. And guess what? When you take the fathers out of the community, now what? You got women to raise the men. Most of us came from being raised by our mamas.
Right.
We be emotional as hell. Soon as somebody say something to you, you want to fight.
Right. No
You see what I'm saying?
intelligence.
It all goes back to the importance of the father being around in that one household. Because, for instance, y'all familiar with Nick Cannon, right?
Yeah.
He got, what is it, 13? Is it 13 kids? He's somewhere up there, right? Now, he got a lot of money. He got a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
So people say, well, he can afford it.
That ain't
Now, you a parent, right?
Right,
Is that your only son?
No, I have 3.
You got
I have
3.
2 daughters and a son.
Do you think that you would be able to be a present father in another household?
No.
raising your kids?
No.
You wouldn't be.
No.
Now think about having 5 different households.
That's tough. That's tough, man.
Think about having 10.
Yeah.
One of those kids is going
Go
to
lacking for something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You can't be there for everybody. You can't be there for all your children.
Exactly.
There's no way possible.
There's something wrong with a man that want to indulge in that. Like,
I don't tell you.
how you want to have kids out? It's impossible, like you say, man. That's crazy.
Exactly.
But
Crazy, man.
it shows the importance of just having a family structure, right? Because America knew what they were doing by destroying the black family.
Right.
If we destroy the black family, the community gonna be in the uproar. If I take the men out of the household, guess what? Now I, meaning the white man, I can raise the women. I can raise her children. Because now she got what? All type of government assistance. She got welfare, food stamps, WIC. And with all these programs, guess who can't be in the household?
The man?
The man.
Yep.
What is the nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word.